friends, if this is the first time on your channel, I'm Tish, and I'm glad that you're here today. I am struggling. That's why I look like this. I've had a migraine. This is day 5, and I think that they're being triggered by my allergies. Fall is a really hard time for me, and we've had no rain. We've got to have some rain. Hopefully, we're going to get a little bit Sunday. Fingers crossed. So I have just slept in this morning, filming on a Friday. Usually I take that day off. And I'm back up here in the craft room, and I'm going to be working on these homecoming treats for next week. I will be sharing these with you when I finish. You've seen a little bit already. I'm just going to give you a quick glance around the room, and then I'm going to get started putting these together. I'll probably film just a little bit of that, and then I'll share them with you when I get finished. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, we have our homecoming at our high school next week. I say our, it's where my daughter goes, the same community that I taught in. And she'll have this year and one more year, and that's it. So what we started doing when my oldest was a majorette is each day of homecoming, another mom and I would go up and just leave them a little treat. It's just a special little way, you know, just to give them something special each day of the week. You could really do this for anything, and it's just fun. Mainly, a lot of it has to do with food. There are a couple little keepsake things in here, but most of it's food related. But my oldest was a majorette, and they had usually anywhere from 5 to, I think they had 8 one year. And this year, with the cheerleaders, we have 21. So it's a much bigger group, but we still want to do it. And of course, all the moms help financially, you know, get this together. So thankful for them, or we couldn't put all of it together. And our cheerleading sponsor is wonderful about helping also. So give them all the credit. I'm just the one that's putting them together, which I enjoy. So I'm going to get up here today and get started with that. And I'll be sharing a little bit with you as I'm working, and then share the finished product when I'm done. And I should have some makeup on by then and look more like myself, because I'll be ready to go to the football game. Because right now, no makeup. My hair is still kind of damp. Why am I looking at myself? I got to get to work. Let's go. So this is where we're starting. I started on these. You've seen some of those. I did do some things on the back. I've got bows to finish, candy to finish. Those are coming up. These I'm still working on a little bit. I got a tag to put in there. And then this is all the stuff for the color bags. I'll explain that shortly. So yeah, let's just, I'm on a Downton Abbey roll right now. I'm just rewatching all of it. So I'm going to turn on my little TV over here, get in my table, and of course Hampton's here. Hampton does not really enjoy being in the craft room. I don't know why. He just doesn't like this room. But he's here for now. He got a haircut yesterday. He's still a little poofy. This is not his normal look. And then over here, the room that's always got stuff going, these are things for the consignment store and the thrift store. So I may try to get that ready today as well. So let's get rolling. So I'm just starting by getting all of my colors out. So we have 4, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th, and 12th. And they each had like a color for their grade. And I think the day is like inside out. I don't know. But anyway, so I thought it would be cute to do little bags with just, you know, colors of their day. Well, that was sounded a lot easier than it has actually been. So I'm going to just sort out all my colors up here so I can see them, some of the things I got. And I try not to make it such a big deal, because it's just mainly like a little snack. So we're going to go ahead and just get everything sorted by color. And then I'm just going to do a bag at a time, and I'm going to put some ribbon, and that should do the trick. So I'm going to get busy on these, and I'll share with you in just a minute. So it is the next day. I was missing a few things that I needed. I had 2 of the little color bags that I'm making. I got 2 of the colors mixed up. So I've got to go grab a few more bags, just a few more little things this morning. You know, when I've got to go to Walmart, there's always a few other things I need to get. I've got to drop off some things to the consignment store and run some things off to the thrift store, more donations, just a typical Saturday morning. And then when I get back, I'm going to get everything finished, and I'll show you what I've done. I also want to share with you my new entry piece. I did post it on my Facebook page, but I haven't really shared it yet on here, so I'm going to share that with you. And then I've got all of the staging things that I used for one of the houses I helped stage recently. She's hoping to get a storage unit soon so that hopefully when I find things and some of my things, we have a place to put these staging items, and then we can pull them out when we get ready to stage a house. So that's kind of in the works too. So just a lot of little ends and pieces that I'm going to be working on today. So I got to get going because I got a lot to do when I get home. Okay, I just wanted to kind of show you what I was doing, and then I'm going to work on them. So I'm just right now putting one little candy on each of the 5 straws and just doing some other little things around there just to make them decorative. Got the bows tied on. I'm going to make sure that they all have at least one on each, and then I'll go back. Oh, I haven't put the Hershey's on there yet. I'll go back and add extra if I have enough to do that with. So I think they're super cute, and I'll let you see in a few minutes when I finish. Well, not a few minutes, but when I finish. Okay, so these are finished. We have too many cheerleaders. I'm just kidding. 21, and I actually ended up doing, I think, 23 because our sponsor has 2 little girls, and I felt like they would maybe like to have a little megaphone of their own, so I did one for them too. But so I think they're really, really cute. I also I gotta get some of this glue still off, but I put a couple little paw prints on the back of the smaller pink ones. And I'll just go through here and pull off some of this extra glue because, you know, glue sticks, that's what they do. And then I'm just sitting here trying to think how I'm going to get all this stuff up here, up to the school and make it look nice. But there are those. And I did have a few little extra candy. So what I would like to do is ask her for a place to put them, and then I can just sprinkle the extra candy around. And then these are their color bags. I have ordered some stickers. They're white and they have the color around them. Like, so this will be white with red and purple and so on. Those are supposed to come, I think, tomorrow. So I'll get those finished and then I'll take some pictures when I get that done. Yeah, just something fun. Each grade has a color. So I just did a different color for each grade, of course. And then I put some goodies in there and then put that on top. And then one of these is we only have one senior, and then our cheerleader sponsor is also a senior sponsor, so I made her a bag also. So those are done, and then these were the boo baskets here. I've made some labels. I've got to print those that I'm going to stick on top, and these are actually for Monday. So I'm going to figure out, because I've got more of them over here, how we're going to get all those up there. I'll probably just use some of my little tote bags to load them with after I get the labels in them. So, yes, those are done. Hallelujah. I've been up here a while. Just enjoy the mess of this room, but again, thankful to have it. So that part's done. Hampton does not really, hey, darling. He doesn't love being up here, but it's so cozy. Yeah, I'm going to go downstairs now. He had a haircut 2 days ago, so he's still a little poofy. His curls are not back all the way yet. I'm going to have to wet it so he can get curly again. Okay, let's run downstairs and I'm going to share with you my new piece that I got for the entryway. So here is the new piece. I have a friend. I will put her card, her information up so you can see. She is, of course, local to where I live, but she buys pieces of furniture or people give them to her, and she refinishes them. And this piece is absolutely beautiful. I've been looking on her page, trying to see if I could find something that would really work well for this space. And when she posted it and I measured, I told her I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. So I really just put back on there what I already had, but I think it's pretty, and I'm excited now to decorate it for Christmas. But I wanted to share with you the storage part, because this was what really sold it for me. I needed a place that had some length here, height, so I could store these candlesticks. And you can see, y'all, this is a solid, heavy piece of furniture. So much better than some of the little cheap stuff that you buy, you know, and have to put together. I mean, it's hard to find solid pieces. And then it has this drawer. I don't have a whole lot in there right now. And then another cabinet. This cabinet continues. So I really just have mainly like candlesticks and candles. And I did put that new little urn that I got there. And then again, more nice cabinet space. So it worked out beautifully in this space, and I am so happy to have it. Just kind of gives it a whole new look over here. And I was been thinking about replacing that mirror, but right now I think it's a very pretty complement to the color of the cabinet. So there is the new piece. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll just hang on to the very end. I'm going to share with you some pictures of the little gifts after they're all finished. I'm also going to be making a cookie cake tomorrow. I may go ahead and put a picture of that at the end. We are going to be having what we started doing last year and called it like a little homecoming kickoff at my friend Kelly's house. She's also has a cheerleader, of course, and so she's hosting that again this year. And I'm taking the cookie cake. And it's just a way for the girls to get together. They have a little meal together. We're going to do finger foods, I think, this year. They do a little craft and just kind of have some bonding time for their team and just kind of kick off the week of all the fun activities that we have planned. So I'm hoping to do a little video of that. I did that last year, and it's just a sweet little keepsake. And Kelly does a wonderful job decorating. I know it will be adorable. So they're going to have a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it. So just hang in there with me. I've kind of gotten myself down to one video a week right now. That may increase. Just depends on kind of how things go. This is a really busy time of the year for me, but not so much right now that I can do a lot of filming. I'm just going on the road and doing things. But anyway, I hope that if you enjoyed it, that you'll check out some of my other videos, because I have a lot at this point, and join me for the next one. So I'll see you then.